it was crazy that I got to just like skate in and be in a video with like all my heroes, at such a young age. That was, you know, I can definitely like be proud of that for like my whole life. Um, and yeah, to answer your question, I don't know. I was just too young to like really like really know what was even going on. I was just like having so much fun and um yes, I wasn't really thinking about it. I guess now kind of, I think about it, but um I wouldn't like change anything. It
As
was just
as being in the public eye, how was it how old were you when all of this was happening when you first started to really be in the public eye?
um probably around like 15, 16. I was 16 when Cherry came out, so I filmed it when I was, when we were like 15.
That's wild. That's so
I'm
wild.
25 now, so it's 10 years ago.
Yeah, in 10 years, like I mean that video was extremely influential to me, to all my friends, to pretty much, everyone. Even something interesting is way beyond the scope of skateboarding. And I think that's a very like that's an extremely impactful thing for just our culture and our time and our era. Um, I don't even like in my eyes, it is a skate video, but like I like don't even consider it really to fall in the line of like skateboarding videos. I more of think of it as like a cultural phenom thing. So to have been played a part in that, I was just wondering if that trips you out at all, or if it's been so organic that not really at all.
Right. Um, yeah, I agree. It's more of like an art, like a video, what do you call it? Like a visual, just kind of like representation of art. Um, and like, yeah, it's less of like a skate video as it is just kind of more of like a movie, like a cinematic. I want to rewatch it. I haven't seen it in a little while, but I did watch it a bunch of times, so I do remember. Um, and yeah, I do remember just being like, it was one of my favorite videos because like all those guys are like my favorites. They were then and they are now. Yeah, so like the cultural like phenomenon thing. Um, I think like once you like put something out and then people can kind of just like interpret it however they want, and it's sort of like out of our hands at that point. And I don't think it was really anyone's intention to like disrupt the whatever, like the culture. But I just think like everyone in the video just is so unique that like it was almost impossible not to it just, it was just so much different than like anything that had really come before it or after it. I feel like it was just like pretty crazy. Yeah, so to answer your question, yes.
I feel like it's aged very well too, because a lot of the times like I kind of grew up watching like some circa videos, mystery videos, and things like that, and a lot of, not that those don't age well, but I feel like Cherry aged in a way where it's only been what you said, 10 years, right? Um, but all of the people in it kind of went and did like something ill afterwards. You know what I mean? And a lot, I feel like that, caused some sort of domino effect, not just in like the community and the culture and the arts or anything like that, but just it also created a domino effect, I feel, for all of the people involved, probably including you. You've said in the past that the Converse thing came about kind of through that and and all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Um, a lot of stuff kind of started to happen after that. And um, yeah, we were just like traveling. I remember just like traveling so much around that age, and yeah, and kind of being like a known skater, and like not really knowing how to. I was just still like really just happy to be there, and like I was I was just skating still the same like passion, and you know, as you get older, like I got into like my 20s, and then I put out the blessed part, and that was kind of like that was like probably the hardest I've like worked on something, and then after that, you know, I kind of just got like I got a little bit like lost, and yeah, like living in New York and stuff, and yeah, I don't know. I would say it's like pretty common for that to happen, but
What do you mean by lost?
um I don't know, just like not taking skating like as seriously as I should have been. Or maybe just like kind of getting got like complacent. Um and like just being too young to like realize like how great I had it, or I have it still, and there was just like a couple years where I just kind of like took it easy, and um yeah. Um but yeah, getting, I think living in New York as a young man, just kind of like having like absolute kind of freedom, anyone would kind of, you know, get lost there.